Hi guys, my name is Daniel Cornelius. Thank you for clicking on this video, and today I'm going to show you exactly what you need to get your kids started on playing the cello. So the first two things you're going to need are, of course, a cello and a bow. Now when you go to the store, to the string store, these things will be fitted properly to the size of the child. This is a full-size cello. I'm a full-sized adult. But for your kids, they may need a half size or a 3/4 size depending on how tall they are. The other things that you're going to need are things such as rosin, which you're going to put on the bow to make it stick to the strings better. Now when you first get the bow, you're going to want to put this rosin on for 7 to 10 minutes to get a really nice full coating. The other thing you're going to need is a small stool for them to sit on. Stools are good because they can't slouch, and it's going to make their technique better right off the gate, which is what you want. The last thing that you're going to need is some sort of fiber cloth. They're really good for cleaning up the strings, so there's no damage to the cello. Sometimes that residue from the rosin can impact. You can actually see it. There's an impact for me not doing this right there. So that's what you don't want happening to your cello. That's it for the parents, and set me up for your kids, and I'm going to teach them their first lesson. So the most important aspect of the cello when you're getting started is how to sit in the chair. So when you hold a cello, you want to sit at the end of the chair, straight back, and lean into the cello a little bit. Your ear should be right above the pegs, and you should have your feet to either side. All right, now, when you're playing, you want to keep your elbow at about a 90-degree angle from the floor. So this means that when you play, you should be able to balance your bow on top of your elbow without it falling. If your arm is like this, right, the bow's going to fall off. So that's why you got to keep that elbow nice and high. All right, now your other hand, that's your bowing hand. That's what we're going to be using to hold the bow and to actually play the notes. So how I want you guys to think about this is if your hand is like a little dog. So you're going to make a little dog, you're going to poof, poof, there's your dog, and you're going to have him bite onto the bow. He's not a mean dog, but he's going to bite. You're going to bite onto the bow like that, and put these fingers down. You see how my fingers are nice and loose, and the thumb is curved on the back. There should be no pressure here. You should be able to feel completely comfortable. So now that we know how to hold the bow, and we got our nice bow hold, we're going to learn how to actually draw the bow across the string. Now I'm going to play 2D twice, and I want you to tell me which one is better. The first one or the second one. So obviously you're going to say the second one. And the reason behind that is on the first one, I moved my hand like this. On the second one, I bent my finger, index finger, in the bow, and this is called pronation. And when you're practicing this, I want you to pretend that you're holding a glass of juice and you're just pouring it on the floor. You're just pouring that glass out on the floor, and that's how you're going to get a great sound on your cello. The other aspect is how are you going to bend your elbow? So that's all. Put our bows on the D string all together, and I want you to focus on moving your arm first and then opening your elbow like a door hinge. Pretend you're a robot. All right, so we're going to go about halfway. Now we're going to open the elbow and we're going to pronate. Pour out that apple juice and go from the elbow. Right? That's how you get a loud sound. Now we can go continuously. So elbow, pronate, back. Elbow, pronate, back. Okay? So that's how you're going to get a good sound on that D string. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to learn today is a D major scale. So this is going to teach you how to use your fingers and how to use the bow and put them all together into one awesome product, right? So, first of all, doggy, biting on the bow, nice and loose. Should be very loose here. Loose fingers, springy fingers, curved thumb. So we're going to put it on the D string, which is the second string from the left. Now we're going to look at our left hand. So that's pretend we got that apple. We're going to put it thumb under the neck, fingers on top. Make sure that elbow is up. And we're going to play our scale. So we're going to start with open D, no fingers. And then we're going to go E, F sharp, 3 fingers, G, 4 fingers, A, open A, no fingers, B, 1 finger, C sharp, 3 fingers, and finally D. And what do you notice about that top note? Some of you guys are wondering, that sounds kind of similar. Didn't he say D already? Well, yes, I did. That's because D, that's D. So is that. And that is called an octave. Thank you so much, boys and girls, for listening to my first video about how to play cello. I hope you guys keep playing cello. It is the most awesome instrument out of all the instruments. And if you practice every day, one day you'll be able to play like me.